Hello there, welcome to DG360. If you're on YouTube, push that like and subscribe button and the bell button and all the other buttons. If you're here live, thank you for being on the morning show with us. This show brought to you by you. You are the algorithm. Thank you so much. Let's see what you're picking here. This is an Asmongold clip from his stream called Massive Gamer Survey Shows What Gamers Truly Want. And trust me, we have been talking about this all morning, so let's keep the theme going.
Capcom Super Election Vote shows fans really want a new Mega Man, Ace Attorney, Dino Crisis, and Devil May Cry. 82% of the voters identified as male, 14% identified as female. Yeah, what a big surprise. Like, I love how every single time that there's like actually a fucking vote, like who do you think is playing all these fighting games? You think it's women sitting around playing fighting games, Street Fighter and Devil May Cry? No, it's mostly guys. Like, fucking obviously.
My wife, Amy, before she passed away, she's in my 20s. I told this story, but anyway, she loved fighting games, and I loved her for it. She was all about the Mortal Kombat. There was a game, you guys remember the Dreamcast? I'm really going way far back. What the hell was the title with, okay, they had weapons. The dude inside, his name was Nightmare. He had a sword with the giant eyeball on it. You guys remember that dude? He had the eyeball on the sword. What the fuck? Soul Calibur. She loved Soul Calibur. Yes, Hugh. Soul Calibur was the jam. Can I get a name on that? That was one of my favorite fighting games, dude. He had all these dudes with different weapons. One dude had a bow. Another guy had like some nunchucks, man. Soul Calibur was the shit. You know what I'm Voldo was the shit. Yeah, thank you. You remember, dude. You remember. Those Amy, God bless her soul. I love her. May we reunite in the afterlife and play fucking Soul Calibur again, man. What a beautiful, beautiful dream that would be. Just one game of Soul Calibur. Oh my God, you go make me cry, man. She loved fighting games, man. She was all about it. Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Soul Calibur, you name it. My girl, Amy, was into those fighting games, and we sat for hours and hours at a time. She was good. What was the bitch with the sword that turned into a whip? That was her character. She loved that character. What the hell was her name? She had that sword. She had that purple outfit, that purple getup. Ivy. God damn it, Hugh, you are on the ball. Can I get a Hugh button for knowing what he's talking about? He is a gentleman. Hugh is an upstanding gentleman. Woo. And she would whip my ass with Ivy, man. She knew every single move with Ivy, and she literally, pun intended, whipped my ass with Ivy. Every time I tried to play, she was whipping my ass with Ivy. I would have seizures, man. I would have convulsions. She would beat me so much in that game. She was so good, man. She was so good at it.
You really think Dante was like, yeah, girls think he's hot, but how many of them are playing the game? Probably not as many as the guys. Come on. What's the remaining 4%? I don't fucking know. Probably people that just didn't want to answer. Didn't want to be part of a statistic, you know? So yeah, 14% seems high. That seems just about right to me. As for results, there's plenty to dive into. Devil May Cry was voted as the #1 character. Yeah, because it's 82% guys. How many?
Thank you, Fleeb. Appreciate that. 13 months. Made it to a stream for once. It's been so long. Welcome back, Fleeb. We missed you, dude. Welcome. Can we get an amen for Fleeb?
Yes, sir. Can I get an amen? Yeah.
So glad to have you back in our midst, bro. Welcome home. Welcome home.
How many percent of that, like what percent of the 82% grew up with Devil May Cry 1, 2, or 3, thinking to themselves, Dante is just the coolest guy, man. Whenever I get older, I'm going to be just like that. Because that was me. Fuck. That would have been me. Yeah, he's a cool dude. Yeah, he was so fucking cool. I loved it. Surprised it wasn't Virgil. He was cooler. Well, Dante is he's like a main character, right? So, yeah. Dino Crisis managed to take #2 spot for most well-liked Capcom games. Damn, that's. I thought Monster Hunter would be #2, but okay.
Yeah.
When comparing the global votes to Japan-only votes, the former had Devil May Cry, the later had ALLUMNI as the top. Never played that. Resident Evil ranked #1 globally. Not a surprise. Japan had Monster Hunter based. However, Mega Man managed to be #2 in both categories.
Dude, bringing back a Mega Man title, dude. Like, Mega Man was the shit back in the day, dude. Mega Man, get out of town, dude. Mega Man series back in the day, that shit had me on lock every single day, dude. I loved Mega Man. That's one of my favorite side scrollers of all time. Then you beat the bosses, and then you retain the power of those bosses, man. Fucking Electric Man or elect Man, you know, like that guy. That motherfucking map was so hard to pass, man. You had to time everything on that map. The first Mega Man, you know. What order did you guys do Mega Man in? It was the Rock Dude. I always did the Rock Dude first, man. And did I do? There was so many cool. What did I do next? I'm trying to remember the order in which I beat the bosses. But then you gain their powers, you know, and then you had to have their powers in order to pass certain levels, man. Mega Man was the shit, dude. I loved Mega Man. That smiley little face. Shit, and when he took his like helmet off and his like little hair was like flapping in the wind, you're like, you go Mega Man, you go Mega Man.
Yeah, you're goddamn right. Whatever happened to that? Ace Attorney could give less of a fuck. Worth noting that from X, the Mega Man.
Listen, I think here's the thing. Hugh's asking me a really good question. How would you do a 3D Mega Man, or would you stick with the classic side-scrolling? Listen, you can make a classic side-scrolling Mega Man still, and it would sell like hotcakes. You know what I'm saying, Hugh? Like, just make me a classic side-scroller Mega Man with like updated graphics that has a cool ass like vibe to it with a cool soundtrack. Mega Man had a cool soundtrack too, man. Mega Man had a really cool soundtrack as well. Just give me the cool soundtrack, give me the side scroller, and you know, I think that's how you do Mega Man. Yeah, you don't do FPS Mega Man, right? You don't do first person shooter Mega Man at all. You stay away from that. You keep it side scroller, you keep it fun, you keep the music blasting like it did in the old day, you keep the momentum up, you update the graphics, and you got yourself a winner, man. And you bring back the franchise in a way that's like award winning. Like, here we go, we're bringing back the legend. You build it all up, you market the shit out of it, you do it the right way, and people would line up out the door for that title, and they would buy. Well, not anymore, they just get it on Steam, you know. But but you'd have a lot of sales. You'd have a lot of sales if you brought that back.
Series X took Subspot took 3 spots as well. Just behind.
Fleeb says, I don't know. I feel like if they make a Mega Man the game now, it may not turn out to be the best. And of course, because look at all the crap that's been pushed out and peddled out. That's because that's what you're used to, Fleeb. But I'm talking about bringing it back from an old school mentality with an old school dev who's working on it, who updates it, not with all this bullshit politically woke shit, you know. Mega Man, Mega Woman, you know, like I'm talking about old school Mega Man. Keep it real, keep it simple, you know, if you brought it back old school with a new twist to it, man, boom, you'd have I get what everybody's used to. They're all filled with disappointments these days. Everybody's filled with disappointments from, trust me, the first half of this stream, we've been watching Acolyte, which was horrible. We've been watching reviews on the Acolyte, which Disney just has killed the Star Wars franchise. We are watching Star Wars Outlaws, which did not look like it was going to grab me because I declared Star Wars dead officially on the stream. And it hurts, but I have to actually just shut the door on it. So I get where you're coming from, Fleeb. Trust me, dude. You know? But if you had like that old school mentality from somebody way back in the Wayback Time Machine, who's much older now, who's still a game dev, who got involved in this and brought it back in the stylings of the side scroller that we grew up with, put like a new twist on it, right? You know, polished it up a little bit, put a soundtrack on there, and it would sell like gangbusters. I'm telling you, if it was done right, it would sell like gangbusters.
Behind Dante and Leon, view the complete results. There we go. All right. So, what a big surprise. 82% are dudes. Yep, this is just about right. Generation ratio, mostly dudes in, wow, guys in their 20s to 30s. And some in their 40s now that gaming's been around longer. Who could have ever... What are you telling me? That the main people that play video games are young guys?
No.
No way. No way. What? No. No, it's... What about all those emerging audiences? Aren't we going to get all the bored housewives that watch The View? We're going to get them to go play Devil May Cry. Oh, man. Jesus Christ. What's the country ratio? Japan, United States. Okay, it's about right. So US #1, obviously, is the most people. Congratulations, Dante is #1 character. Devil May Cry, #1 franchise or title. Yeah, bro, I could have told you this. Like, yeah. I mean, let's be real. Like, yeah, I could have told you this. What's this here? Devil May Cry 5, Resident Evil 4. Bro, like, Monster Hunter should have been higher, bro. Like, I feel like they should have put these two together. This 7K versus 5K.
By that as well.
This is an expansion. This should be like 12K. It should be #2. But yeah, it's whatever. It's rigged. Japan, there it is. Male and female. So girls like
Devil May Cry is no
what the fuck
surprise
is
to
this
me.
shit? I don't even know what that
Devil
is.
May
I don't know what
Cry,
that game. I never even heard
pretty
of it.
awesome
Top
title.
3 game by Generations, Dino Crisis. So like basically what this says is that old people are too slow for Devil May Cry.
That's what that says.
Like that's just what it says, right? Like I'm not.
Which is why I love that, because like, you know, I'm in the older demographic and I love Devil May Cry, man. I love the speed, I love the momentum. I'm an old school Doom player. Doom, let me tell you what, you got to have the taps. You got to understand about momentum. You got to understand rhythm. Playing any Doom title, dude. Doom, you get in that mindset. I love that shit. Devil May Cry, very similar, just like, you know, like the same vibes. So I'm actually in the young man's club, and I would just like to say, you know,
Yes, sir.
got that young man stamina. I am 21 still. Ask Christy. Ask Christy. I'm never growing up. I'm gonna be like 80 years old, and I'm still gonna be loving it. I'm still gonna be loving that momentum. Let me tell you what, got the heart of a young man. You understand? Young man stamina.
Like I'm not trying to like start an agenda here. I'm just saying, like, according to the data that's presented, you know, it is what it is, right? It's in the middle. Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. Yeah. Interesting comments from Capcom. Yeah. Column. Favorite Capcom game series. Okay. Biohazard, Monster Hunter. Fuck yeah.
That's right, Fleep.
Damn, it's crazy how Monster Hunter is only #4. I don't know why Monster Hunter hasn't popped off in the U.S. in the same way that it did in Japan. Because
I'm gonna. The Fleep says always stay that way, and then Red Bear saying you're not old. That's goddamn right. That's goddamn right. I'm gonna stay that way. I will be immature for the rest of my life. This is a blood oath. I promise everybody on this stream. This is the second blood oath. The first blood oath is I will never put shill, like that Hello Fresh commercials and all that bullshit, or the NordVPN commercials. I will never put that shill on my channel. Can I get an amen for that?
Yes, sir.
Welcome.
Can I get an amen?
Welcome. The second blood oath that I have. The second blood oath is I will promise to always be immature.
Yes, sir. Can I get an amen?
Banana fountain.
Banana fountain for life, baby. Banana fountain for life.
Because, like, look in Japan, bro. Like, Monster Hunter and Mega Man are just, like, so far ahead. I guess Ace Attorney's pretty high up there, too. But, yeah.
Listen to Asmongold just rip into that pop, dude. Like, listen to him. He is filled with, like, chemicals and shit. I feel like Asmongold needs to start getting healthy, dude. I get worried. Like, listen to him just, like, suck down that pop. Listen. Hold on.
Bro, like, Monster Hunter and Mega Man are just, like, so far ahead.
So disgusting.
I guess Ace Attorney's pretty high up there, too. But, yeah. Favorite Capcom game ranking, favorite Capcom character, what a surprise,
That's
Dante, Leon, and Mega Man, and then Virgil's number 4, and then Jill. Now, from a 82% male audience, I can see why. Ranking top 10, Dante, yeah, of course. Let's see here. Top.
I like when he was hanging out with his friends and they like took him out in the real world. Like I think Aspen just needs like a touch of sun. Just like gets like I feel worried about him being shut in all the time. Like I get it, I respect it, you know, gamer for life, love it, but like please, dude, just a little bit more health conscious, man. I need Asmon to stick around. I'm a huge Asmongold fan, man. I just feel like he's getting too old to continue sucking down the soda and not getting any sun.
Top 10 of male and female. So girls like Leon Moore. Wow. Another big shocker there, guys. What? What? No. No way. PSP and DS Monster Hunter, the reason why a game popped off in Japan? Yeah, you think so? Yeah, I wonder why. Top 3 for generations. Dante. Kids think Dante is the... Man, I was 14. Yep. Fucking yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, it's so funny how it's just... It's so obvious, right? It's just so obvious. Let's see here. Top 10 most popular male characters. Yeah, okay. Female characters. Chun-Li. Yeah, I would have expected that.
Of course, Chun-Li.
Okay. So what do you look for in Capcom games? Number 1 is exhilarating gameplay. What's so funny about this is that hot characters, unique and attractive characters, is almost number 1.
Yeah, that's so funny, man. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. It almost beat out gameplay. It was a tight race, man. Look at that. It's only 20,000 below exhilarating gameplay. Is like, you know, you want...
It's almost number 1. Like, it's very, very close. It's like, it's closer to number 1 than number 2 is to number 3 is to number 2. Right? It's massive.
Oh,
yeah, what a
shoot.
fucking surprise, man. Unpredictable and exciting storyline, memorable background music, high difficulty, superb graphics. Oh wow, graphics are only down at 34,000. What a surprise. So yeah.
Yeah, and that, you know, that's because like you can have games that don't have great graphics and they're super memorable. Like graphics aren't as important as many people think. Like a lot of people think, oh, gamers, they just want like really good graphics. That's not true. That's not true. That's why graphics is down so low.
I think that's not a big surprise. I wish more people saw this.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, fucking exactly. This is why Honkai Star Rail makes 100 million almost every month. Yeah, because people like attractive characters. You don't want to add in some like ugly bitch and then nobody wants to nobody what the fuck wants to be that, you know? It's not even
we got normies all over the place in our real world. We don't want that. We don't want that in our games. We want like fantastic shit. I told Christy that she got pissed off at me. I said about movies and series that I watch. I don't want ugly people in my like blockbuster movies. You know, like in those like big titles. Don't give me ugly people, man. I'm paying to see people that I don't see every day. You know, this is how Hollywood got Hollywood. Don't fuck with that recipe. That's the original KFC recipe. You know, there's a reason why there was a whole shine and gleam to the old school Hollywood, man. Because like people were beautiful. People were beautiful. You didn't see those people walking around at the grocery store. You didn't see those people, you know, at the gas station. You didn't see those people. You only saw them on the screen, man. You're paying money. You're paying good money. I'm paying good money. I don't want to see normies everywhere. I don't want to see ugly people. And then Christy got upset. Christy got upset with me. She started pushing this agenda on me. I'm like, listen, I'm paying good money for my entertainment. I want beautiful people, you know? Give me beautiful people. Give me beautiful people, okay? Preferably beautiful women, but like, you know, here's the thing that I had to say with Christy. I was like, you know, yeah, I'm talking about men too, but really honestly, I was talking about women only. But hey, you know, let's just say beautiful people.
been a question. So yeah, so people that sold beer in the 80s knew what they were doing? Yeah, duh. People also like gambling? They sure do. No one cares about playing with other people? No, not really. Exhilarating gameplay. Bro, base Japan. Japan doesn't even care about the game.
Japan, that was a close look at this. Look at this. The unique and attractive characters actually beat out the gameplay. That was a tight one by 7. Wow, that was a tight one. That was a tight race, man. Look at Japan, man.
They're just like, yeah, I really want to have a hot character. I want to have a really hot bitch in the game. That's what matters, right? Everything else is whatever. Holy fuck, man. There's only 7 different votes. Yeah, but still, it's crazy that it came out on top. I know. It only barely beat it by 7. But that's still nuts, man. Holy shit. I didn't care about story. Yeah, holy fuck, man. Let's see what the rest of this is. What image of Capcom do you have? creative spirit. What's this here? Force of playfulness. We'll look at the rest of this. Ranking details. Dino Crisis. I never played Dino Crisis. Top 3 bed generations. Big fucking surprise. And this is all a bunch of other random stuff. Can we remake with the latest technology, including character design, which story direction? I don't even know. Fuck, probably about. I want to see Mega Man. This Commando games? That was a long time ago. Damn, even I barely remember that. Holy shit. Which Capcom games influence you the most? Devil May Cry, number 2. Resident Evil. Yeah, not a surprise there at all. Yeah, look at that. So yeah, it's crazy that whenever an actual large-scale study, it's funny to me whenever studies like this are done, because they prove the obvious reality that everybody knows to be true, but people try desperately to hide. Obviously, people want to play a game with a hot character.
Yep.
Obviously, people don't want to look at like these like frumpy, realistic characters. Nobody ever liked this. It's obvious. So if you make a game like that, you can do it. Do whatever you want, right? It's your creative vision.
Right. But then find that you're getting no sales, absolutely no sales, because we have that already. That's why we play games, to get away from that. It's the most common sense thing. Their own agenda is making them broke. Their own agenda literally is making these developers broke, which is why the indie game scene is so big. Why there's so many indie devs stepping out, man. You know, that's why the indie scene's doing so good.
But just don't expect people to, you know, get up and buy it, right? Japan not ashamed to say it.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Nothing new, but very interesting charts.
Review,
yeah, I love
man.
charts, man. I love graphs.
Trying to teach us, you know, this is the crazy thing about the world. It's like they're choking themselves out on their own profits. They'll flip the script once they realize this. It's going to take them time, but I already see a lot of corps getting out of that mode, because it's not profitable. It's not profitable for them anymore. Anyway, if you're watching on YouTube, definitely like and share and subscribe, and try and get your butts here live with our amazing audience every morning, Friday morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on DG in the Morning.